my other friend was mentally retarded. Now, I know you're not supposed to say that anymore, but that's what we said then, you know, and I understand that term. You know, it means that you're arrested. Your mental capacity has been retarded or arrested. So, anyways, I'll say Down syndrome. I don't care. I didn't say it for a long time on account of I thought people would think I was a doctor. And I'd have to hit their knee with a hammer or something. I don't know. The stewardess comes up. Flight attendant! Flight attendant! I apologize. Words are different now. When I was young, if you were a flight attendant and you were a lady, we would call you a stewardess. And if you were a flight attendant and you were a man, we would call you a... Wait, what? What are you guys thinking? Good Lord. What's wrong with you? I'm outraged. I'm outraged, I tell you. I'm outraged at what you are thinking. Just because I paused for a second. I was going to say a steward. If you're a flight attendant, you were male, we used to call you a steward, you know? But words have changed, folks. That's the way things go, man. They're always going to be different. You know, words, they change. That's why I can't understand goddamn Shakespeare, you know? I remember one time when I was a little boy, I went up to my dad, I said, Dad, I think I'm a little girl. And he said, I thought you had a cock. And I was like, oh, yeah, you got me. Now, the only reason I tell you that is to show how hateful we were back then. You know what I'm saying? Now, every person knows that people are nuanced. They're not all evil or all good, you know. My dad did good stuff, you know. He was in the Second World War. You know, he fought Hitler. I mean, you know, he had help. It wasn't like he didn't have a fist fight with Hitler. But I'm saying he liberated us from what could have been the icy grip of Nazism. How about that? So that was his good side, you know? His evil side was this crazy idea he had that having a cock had something to do with being a boy. I don't even know, you know, where you could come up with such an idea. Nowadays, we can't even wrap our heads around that kind of thinking. But people used to actually think that. Isn't that something? Now, in other ways, my father was very progressive. For instance, we had a gender-neutral bathroom. You know, I used it, my brother used it, my sister used it, my mother used it. Anybody, didn't matter what gender you were. And you know what I was way ahead on? Slut shaming. I was always against that.
These broken pieces I hold in my hands don't have a chance to mend at all. Before they get thrown into chaos again, I try to pretend I'm whole enough to stand in this world so unsteady.
I don't like words that hide the truth. I don't like words that conceal reality. I don't like euphemisms or euphemistic language. And American English is loaded with euphemisms because Americans have a lot of trouble dealing with reality. Americans have trouble facing the truth. So they invent a kind of a soft language to protect themselves from it. And it gets worse with every generation. For some reason, it just keeps getting worse.